What up, dog?
What's up, bro?
Nice titties.
Yeah, I know.
Nah, it's all good. So, I wanted to do a quick podcast real quick because this has been something heavy on my noggin for the last couple of days. It's about the shit going on in Hollywood and movies and music and all that shit, pop culture as a whole.
What you
It's
talking
this.
about the quiet on the set shit?
I'm talking about the quiet on the set shit. I'm talking about P Diddy. I'm talking about all of this shit that's just kind of coming up, as a whole. Not all at the same time, but it makes you start to think a little bit about everything you've ever heard growing up, right?
Yeah,
So, quite on the set shit, you got Dan Schneider and you got, was it Brian Peck that
yeah.
had all this misconduct with all the cats from various Nickelodeon shows, right? And then you go back to shit like I grew up in the 80s and the 90s, so I was very much a fan of Pee Wee Herman, Michael Jackson, Corey and Corey, and they all had their own fucking stories. So I want to ask you your opinion, and I want to ask everybody in the Patreon, and I'm doing this as a free live for everybody on the podcast of Pain. Want to ask your opinions. Where do you draw that line at? Where you're like, okay, I'm no longer supporting this individual. And it's not like it's just like a couple of isolated incidents. Mike Tyson was convicted of rape at one point in his career. You got Michael Jackson, you got Paul Rubens, Pee Wee Herman, Jeffrey Jones, who everybody
But
knows
D,
as.
can we listen? Can we really put Pee Wee in there? He was jerking off in the theater.
No, there's more to it than that. Yeah, there was more to it than that. Like when the
I don't know.
cops they raided his house, or I don't know exactly the circumstances, but I was under
They
the
found that
impression that
bike.
they found not the fucking bike, man. Leave the bike alone. The bike didn't do shit. Uh Pee Wee definitely wasn't worried about that goddamn bike. He was worried about he wasn't no, I'll take that back. He wasn't worried about Dottie. Dottie was
Dottie.
trying to fucking give him some cooch, and
And
he
he
was
was
worried about that
worried about.
goddamn
Yeah, I
bike.
remember that movie. He wasn't trying to hear that.
He
He was
was a
like
little silly. He was a little silly in that
him and
movie.
Francis. Yo, Francis
Man.
looks like a toucher.
Ooh, yeah, he does. It was Mark Holton that played Francis, who later went on to play John Wayne Gacy in the movie
Yeah,
Gacy. So that's kind
yeah,
of ironic. But
yeah.
no, I'm like saying like, all right, I think Paul Rubens had ended up they found like child pornography or something on his computer.
I didn't. I didn't know
Yeah.
that.
I don't think
It
like I
was.
don't
I
think
was
he
so
was.
little.
Yeah.
It. I was so little. I just thought I was like. And then when I got
No,
a little older,
that's the fucked up part. So like when that whole thing broke, my parents didn't tell me what happened with Pee Wee. They said that he got arrested, and I'm like, oh man, that's messed up. What for? He was naked in a movie theater, is what they told me. And then I like, oh, damn,
yeah,
he
that's a little
was
weird.
he was straight beating it. He was straight beating it to a fucking porno film in a porno theater, which
Yeah,
I mean, technically, he wasn't really hurting nobody.
and it's like it's not illegal to watch porn unless it's of a different kind.
Yeah. Well, I'm saying, like, you got all these stories of all these popular, prolific people in Hollywood. At what point are you like, all right, fuck that guy. I ain't watching his shit no more. Like,
Listen,
can I mean, have you ever stopped listening to Michael Jackson's music because of this whole situation that he'd been thrown into? Whether or not you think he's guilty.
I think Michael Jackson, R. Kelly, P. Diddy, they're just now getting caught. I just think
Yeah.
that listen, I think Hollywood does a lot of scumbag stuff, and if you ever
Oh,
watch
for real.
that, you ever watch that show Ray Donovan? There's a dude really like Ray Donovan covering that shit up, like stopping, like you know what I mean? Because listen,
And this is something else that I go back into because you heard the whole Corey Haim and Charlie Sheen shit on
yeah,
the set of Lucas. All
yes,
right. And then what happens? Charlie Sheen gets into drugs and alcohol really heavy. You know what I
Somebody
mean? Somebody told him, like, this is normal shit. This is what guys do in Hollywood. You know what I mean? So, like, how far back does all that shit go? Because you hear stories about like that shit all the time. Robert Downey Jr. and Charlie Sheen, and it makes you think, like, man, how long has this crazy shit been going on in Hollywood?
probably farther than that, man. All the way to Hollywood land. Like,
I read about it was shit. I gotta Google this real quick. Hold on a second. So the dude that played Uncle Fester in the original series, I'm looking up his name right now. Coogan, something Coogan. He created Coogan's Law, which helped protect kids in Hollywood while working, various reasons or ways or whatever the hell. But yeah, it just makes you wonder, like, fucked up shit was happening in Hollywood to kids a long fucking time ago before Nickelodeon came along.
yeah. Like, what's her face?
Um,
Was that Shirley Temple? You think she was untouched? No.
Ooh, you're gonna make me Google some shit about Shirley Temple. Shirley Temple, god damn. Google.
Listen, who else was a child star from I'm not that much younger than you, but listen, Winona Ryder was a child star.
Mm-hmm.
Who else? Who else before then? You got Natalie Portman. She was a child star. Kristen Dunst.
Judy
Yeah,
Garland seen some shit.
Yeah.
Holy shit. Judy Garland, if you guys don't know, go back and Google it. She was put through the ringer, man. She was fed diet pills because, like, the producers told her, like, man, nobody wants to see you get fat. She was pregnant, and they made her get an abortion because of the contract she signed. And that was way back in the fucking day. You know what I mean? It's no wonder she turned to drugs and alcohol and smoking and all kinds of shit. Shirley Temple actually retired at the age of 22 in 1950. Holy shit.
That's pretty young to retire from acting.
She constantly had to fight off lecherous Hollywood moguls who forced themselves on her. That's fucked up, man. Her first husband cheated on her repeatedly, and her father spent her fortune that she had earned without her knowledge or consent. Man, I guess we got to read her memoir, Child Star and Autobiography. That's crazy. Is she still alive, Shirley Temple?
Let me look. If she is, she's 90. She's got to be 90. She's 90.
Damn, that's crazy shit. Let's see. Cynical. She recalls the film series as cynical exploitation of our childish innocence. Man, all right. So, time is money attitude. Okay, the young star was once forced to work the day after she underwent an operation to lance her eardrum. And on another occasion, she was made to dance on a badly injured foot. So that's just, that's just, that's just like the tip of the iceberg, man.
Shirley Temple died in 2014.
Stuff. Okay. Let's see. Arthur Freed, a studio producer, during a private meeting, Freed unzipped his trousers and exposed himself to her. What the fuck, man?
But she's like one of those sick, like, fat dudes that look just like Francis.
Dude. But it just, like, all right, so, like, at that point, all right, well, it wasn't Shirley Temple's fault, but let's say another famous actor or something had this situation going on, like he exposed himself to Shirley Temple. At what point do you write that person off and you no longer watch their movies or pay attention to their products? Like Kevin Spacey. He had that, who was it, Anthony Rapp?
But that kid was 18.
That's what I'm saying, though. Where do you draw that fucking line at? Like, where the inappropriateness goes down.
Listen, 1,000% D, that's inappropriate. The kid was 18. If the kid broke his, like, I don't understand. You did that. They did that to Kevin Spacey, but why didn't they do that to Dan Schneider?
Yeah.
Like, okay, Kevin Spacey was gay. Okay. but he really didn't do anything wrong. He just sexually assaulted. Like he came on to a kid that wasn't about that.
He didn't really do nothing wrong. He just put his finger where it didn't belong.
Yeah, no, but like, let's just say, no, he did something wrong. But like, the thing is, it's not like he came on to a kid. He put his hands where he's like, no different than a dude like Weinstein.
Man, yeah, he's another one too. Man. Okay, so the whole Anthony Rapp situation happened in 1986. Anthony Rapp was only 14. Spacey was 26. So yeah, that's still
yeah,
yeah.
he's yeah. No,
So
I was talking about the one. I was talking about the one I think recently. The like one of the dudes like he like put his hand on his leg or some crazy shit.
Fuck that, man. All right, so you personally, like, let's say this shit happens. Let's talk about Bill Cosby. All that shit popped off a couple years ago.
The Bill
we
Cosby
all grew up with Bill Cosby.
You're gonna put a man that's listen. Some of them cases is older than us. Bro, there's one case in 1968. I'm like,
Bill Murray or Bill Cosby?
Yes. There were some cases from 1968. Listen, I know what he did was horrible. But I'm like, what's the sense of putting a 98-year-old, like a 90-year-old man in prison?
Yeah, so you think there's like you should enforce the statute of limitations on that shit?
No, I don't think they should force the like he should have been on house arrest. They should punish his ass. But really, in 1968, you knew this man was married. You was in his house at 2 o'clock in the morning.
They woke up. I'm like, man, that was a crazy tasting Pepsi.
They woke up. Yeah, the pudding. There was something in that pudding you gave me, Bill.
That pudding pop.
That pudding pop was good. He's like, man, and they woke up with their underwear on backwards.
Oh, that's fucked up. Well, at least they woke up with their underwear on, right?
I guess. At least he attempted.
God damn.
Listen, the Charlie Sheen shit. You can see that dude doing that. You kind of some dudes you kind of see it. Like then when I was like, okay. Then they let him
in his older years. I can see it, like because he's all fucked up out of his head. But like back in the day in the 80s when he did Major League, Men at Work, the fucking what do you call it? No, he wasn't in The Outsiders, or was he? No, that was Tom Cruise.
That's definitely Tom Cruise. Yo, speaking of Tom Cruise, bro, I know that dude got followers from Scientology. Probably helped him kill somebody. They'd hide body.
I don't want to talk about Scientology, man. Fuck that guy. All his Scientologist friends. You are a creepy people. I don't want to fucking talk to y'all at all.
You'll get excommunicated.
I don't care. Fuck Scientology. They are on a different level of weird than I would ever hope to be.
Yeah. That's
why he's so little. He's an alien himself.
Yeah, that's why he doesn't age. That's why he doesn't age.
Damn. That's fucked up.
He's like Cocoon.
Don't bring Cocoon into this. That's a highly revered movie. Diabetes. I got diabetes and now I don't because of the cocoons.
The Cocoon.
Right, So, give me one of your favorite movies of all time. One that you watch when you're sick, when you don't feel good, something that you can put on repeat over and over again.
I put a repeat over and over again.
Yeah, just give me one. It don't matter.
Little Shop of Horrors.
All right, so who's your favorite character in Little Shop of Horrors?
Favorite character? It was it's the dentist.
All right, so let me ask you this. So if you find out tomorrow that Steve Martin had all these allegations, man, he was a sexual predator, he had all kinds of pornography on his fucking hard drive and all this shit, he was drugging folks all through his career. Do you stop watching that movie? Is it no longer your favorite movie?
I learned with you got to kind of separate the art. Because the situation is this, right? If They do this. Like I'm saying. No, like if you see that person in public, hell no. Like I don't. No, that's you. You listen. There's certain lines you don't cross, and you definitely crossed it. But the art is different. I kind of separate the art from the person. Now, that being said, just like with all this stuff going on about these, like Diddy with the accusations and R. Kelly. Here's the thing. Celine Dion's husband was like 60 when she was 14. Didn't nobody say shit. Didn't nobody say nothing.
Yeah, there's been a couple of those
instances. Mariah Carey married Tommy Mottola. She was 17. That dude was 50. Listen. They've been doing this.
Mariah's a hoe. Let's just go ahead and say that. Eminem, Nick Cannon, she's a hoe. She don't count.
Yo, Nick Cannon's another one. Yo, he was on all that.
Nick Cannon was on all that. See, I didn't watch that show. I thought it was
Nick Cannon was on all that. Keenan and Kel was on all that. Amanda Bynes was on all that.
See, yeah, Amanda Bynes is another thing too, man. She I don't know if she said it, but everybody else said like Dan Schneider got her knocked up and made her had an abortion.
Yeah, she was on YouTube. She was on YouTube saying that shit. She said he's like, my boss got me pregnant when I was 13. I had to have an abortion.
Fuck. That's so fucked up.
Listen, there's Jamie Lynn Spears was on all that, the newer kids.
Yeah.
Britney Spears' sister. She got pregnant.
That's another thing too. Like all them Disney kids, all like Britney Spears.
Listen,
went through all her shit.
That dude
shit ties into that.
Remember when we was young? All that that white dude that was on MTV that discovered the Backstreet Boys and NSYNC. I forgot the guy's name. Watch when we get older. That dude's gonna come out to be a toucher. Watch.
Kurt Loder?
Not Kurt Loder. There was a dude who discovers boy bands. I forgot the guy's name. He's like this fat dude. He looked like Jabba the Hutt. I forgot his name.
Because you're like, think about all the MTV guys that we watched when we were young. I'm like, Eric Nees? That ain't him.
Kurt Loder, none of them dudes. I forgot the guy. I'm about to look that up right now.
How do you fucking know?
I'm about to look that right now on my computer. The guy who discovered NSYNC.
But it just makes you think like all these actors and musicians and words are hard. Musicians that went through all the drugs and alcohol and all the being fucked up. It makes you wonder like what happened because they haven't come forward and said shit, you know?
Yeah, the guy whose name is Louis J. Perlman. Yeah.
Never heard of him.
No, but that dude was on MTV. He's like, yeah, I discovered NSYNC, the Backstreet Boys, 98 Degrees. He's like this fat dude, and he looked like one of them dudes on that mug shot. He's like,
damn.
Got the glasses, got the comb over.
Oh my God. Comb over Todd over here.
Comb over Todd. Hey, Tito.
Oh man, yeah, he looks like the Big Lebowski.
Yeah, bro, he got the comb over.
Sir, I'm a Lebowski. You're a Lebowski. That's great. Where do I come?
Yeah.
He told Grant. He told me. Let's see if I can pull this fat, disgusting blob up on this fucking screen.
He looks like my man on Billy Madison.
What do you say his name?
Louis
Perlman.
Lou Pearlman.
That's right. You're a Lebowski. I'm a Lebowski.
That dude looked like
wearing like tight shorts.
Hey man, he looks like that guy.
Yeah, I want to give you guys a record deal.
And after that, he's like,
gross.
He's like, you kids want some Kool-Aid?
Man. But yeah, like looking back, like not even all this shit that's come up, because now I'm starting to look at some of my favorite movies and some of my favorite actors, like Johnny Depp. Man, maybe that's why he's fucked up.
Oh, because he got his booty played with.
Maybe Robert Englund stuck that fucking pinky in his ass while they were filming. Don't tell nobody, bitch, or I'm gonna cut you. I got a glove.
In the Freddy costume to make it in the costume.
Man, no disrespect to Robert Englund. I'm sure he had a pleasant time on that film. But like in that direction, I want to go in that direction. Amanda Bynes is fucked up. She has absolutely zero personality compared to when she was on all
That's
that, making
because
her
she's
own movies and
that's
all that
because
shit.
she's drugged up, man. That's because she's on those antipsychotics, bro.
You gotta be taking a fucking battery
She,
and just.
she tattooed her face. She's all like, yeah.
She's all okay. So if y'all have been living under a rock, this is what Amanda Bynes used to look like. Let's see. Google's gonna pull. Okay, yeah. See, she was a dime piece back in the day. Let's see,
Now she's 50 Cent.
dude, dude, she was
Now she
banging,
now she looked like she been in the basement Breaking Bad.
banging, and now,
She looks like she
Jesus
been Breaking
Christ,
Bad.
and now she looks like. Well, that's not a real flattering picture. I want to see something off of her. No, now, motherfucker, come on, come on. This is bullshit. See, technology is not my friend.
Tech.
Hardly ever, my friend. Amanda Bynes, tepid water. She just looks completely disconnected from everything. She's got
She got
these
a nose
gross
ring.
ass, thick ass eyebrows.
Look like she don't wash.
Yeah, she's just a shell of her former self. I bet she washes with like bleach water because that Dan Schneider smell just won't come off. That
Because he's got
sweaty
cold
bastard.
cuts coming through his pores.
Bro, do you remember the movie that Dan Schneider was in? Let's see. Dan
I forgot
Schneider.
I
Oh
forgot
man.
that movie. It's with that kid that like had the thick ass glasses.
Yeah. Dan Schneider. Better off dead. Cause this is a movie that I grew up with. Ricky fucking Smith. Look at that guy. Looks like Steven Stem. Bro. Where's a good picture of this motherfucker here? Yeah, see, exactly like him. Creeping and shit.
And John
And then
Cusack was like, hey buddy.
He uses that as a chance to put his testicles all over me. They couldn't have timed that any better.
John
That's in
Cusack's
history.
like, bro.
Dan Schneider,
He's like,
get the
bro.
fuck out of here.
He's like, bro,
Sorry your mom blew up, Ricky.
Jesus Christ.
But see, now I can't look at that movie the same because he's a fucking touchophile. You know what I'm saying?
And he's a schemer. He's a schemer. He's a schemer.
So I want to ask everybody out in the fucking world of YouTube and Facebook and all that social media shit. At what point can you be like, all right, well, I can't support this actor or this musician anymore? You know what I mean? The thing that trips me out about Michael Jackson is that after the first, second, maybe third accusation, there were still people sending kids over to his fucking house.
Bro, if I was not guilty, the first time I got accused and acquitted, there'd be no more motherfucking kids at my house. Neverland would be took down. No monkeys, no nothing.
Listen, Charlie's Chocolate Factory is fucking closed. Y'all fucking Oompa Loompa, Gobstopper,
take all these funny looking ass kids and get the fuck out.
Peace the fuck out. Absolutely.
Go on full Bernie Mac.
I think some of them kids deserved it though. They weren't experienced. Their parents held them hostage behind panes of glass, didn't let them experience nothing. Well, hey, Billy, we're going to send you to go hang out with this kind of sort of Negro. You let us know if he gets handsy. Just saying, like, they're all suburban ass fucking people. Did he touch any black kids? I want to know that.
Because there was no black kids allowed in Never Neverland.
Weird. They were suspect of his ass when he started turning white.
Turning. Yo, you ever seen the episode of Black?
Now you were
black. You ever seen the episode of Black Dynamite when he's the alien? When Michael Jackson was an alien, they trying to say he's the alien.
I saw the episode of South Park where he kept calling everybody ignorant. No, you're ignorant. No, come and play in the trees. Play in the trees. I'm just
Man,
saying, so I don't know. I wanted a second opinion because I myself, I'm never going to stop listening to Michael Jackson's music. I'm probably never going to stop, even the bad ones. I'm never going to stop watching the Corey and Corey movies. You know what I mean? So I wanted
Dream
a
a Little
second.
Dream.
Fuck off. Fuck that. Fuck. And they made a fucking sequel to that goddamn garbage. What the fuck were they thinking, bro?
Yo, they had listen. It was the '80s, man. They had money to spare, bro.
God, yeah. In exchange for fucking fingering some dude's butthole. Hey,
Hey,
man, we want you to
hey,
make
man.
this movie. We're gonna pay for your house and your mom's house and your dad's coke problem, but bring the KY.
Yeah.
That's fucked up.
Yeah, I remember Dream a Little Dream. I'm like, this movie's fucking pointless.
I would love to forget that fucking movie. Holy shit. I started to wonder, like, was it the experiences behind the scenes that Corey and Corey experienced that made their lives turn to drugs and alcohol and shit? Or was it this stupid fucking movie? You
It
know
was
what I
the
mean?
movie. I think it's more the movie.
I'd start smoking weed if I had to be in that fucking movie and then make a sequel. You ever
Dream
seen
a
the
Little
sequel
Dream.
to Lost Boys? Jesus fucking Christ. Jesus Christ.
And then they kept making horrible straight to DVD sequels after that. Horrible,
God
horrible.
damn
You're
it.
like, how many times can you shoot this?
He signed off on it. Fucking Corey and Corey signed off on it. They were like, yeah,
As the
this is
Frog Brothers, and
dope.
then Corey just said, "Fuck this." The other Corey said, "Fuck this." This is dumb,
And
done.
then fucking, how would you like to have on your record that Scott Baio was inappropriate with you?
Kyle's in charge. He was in charge that day.
Scott Baio. Scott Baio made me feel like a bad person, and then he touched me inappropriately. Really? Like nobody popular? Just Scott Baio?
Nobody, no, no,
Scott Baio?
no Tony Danza, no Bob
Ah,
Saget.
God. Ooh.
That dude,
Ooh.
that dude,
Ooh.
that guy.
They made a lot of inappropriate jokes about him and the Olsen twins at his roast and had everybody like, it's fucked up, but like maybe I see
Maybe,
that. I see that. That's why they didn't show up to the reunion. That's
yeah,
why they didn't show up to the roast. Because they're
yeah,
like, yeah, he is like that. It's fucked
yeah.
up.
Except
Jesus
Kimmy, except
Christ.
Kimmy, because nobody wanted Kimmy.
Not at all. Not at all. Even as a grown up, watching Fuller House, I'm like, Andrea Barber still ain't cute at all.
No, she kind of looks like Seabiscuit.
Oh, gross. Hell no. Even the chick from Blossom fucking, turned out to be halfway decent looking.
Which one? Not Blossom.
Maya
Not,
Bialik.
oh, I was about to say, I
Maya
was like, not,
Bialik.
yeah, not fucking Blossom. You crazy? She looks like
That is
Seabiscuit.
Blossom. That is Blossom. Maya Bialik is Blossom. Look, man, I'm gonna pull that motherfucker up now too. I'm gonna
Wait,
show you what Mayim Bialik looks like now. Mayim Bialik, no,
you talking about the lady that's on How I Met Your Mother?
I never watched that. Mayim Bialik. There we go. I spelled her name wrong. Who gave her that fucking Jewish ass name? That's just fucking ridiculous. Who gave her that Jewish ass name?
Bro, her girl 6, okay, but
Oh
not
yeah, her girl 6 could get
6.
it.
6, but
Oh shit.
not
Let's see.
Blossom, bro. I don't know what you Blossom.
Edit image, magnify image. There we go. I want to share this. Share this with the masses. This is what Maya Bialik looks like now, currently. Invite. I don't want to invite.
She looks like
buttons to push.
She looks like Barbara Streisand.
All right. On that goddamn show.
Barbara.
See, she don't look bad. She still got like, she still got that fucking nose on her or whatever, but she don't look bad.
It's like Jennifer Grey, like Jennifer Grey bad.
Ooh, she fucked her face all up.
I was like, there's like this is Jennifer Grey. I was like, no,
Jennifer Grey. She fucked her face all up. Like I could still see it. Grey. She's still I could still see a little bit of baby, but yeah, she fucked her face.
Like I was
all
like,
up.
is that the same person?
Like if they made a bad action figure of Jennifer Grey from the 80s, that's what it would look like.
That's what it looks like. Yo, because when you see her, when it's Jeannie Bueller, Charlie Sheen was in that fucking movie.
Yeah, and he was on drugs back then too.
He was on drugs. We should ask Matthew Broderick. He's like, hey man, Charlie gets you too.
He's another one that I wanted to talk about too, because like back in the fucking day, he killed some fucking buddy in traffic. Like
Who?
he killed him, Matthew Broderick. He was in the wrong. I think he was convicted, and it was said to be guilty of killing a mother and daughter in a car accident. So like that's what, but he's still acting. He was allowed to make that bullshit ass Godzilla movie. So what point do we cut these motherfuckers off?
Ooh, bro.
No. That's another one. Jeffrey fucking Jones.
Yo, he was on Howard the Duck too.
I don't know, man. I don't know about you, but I thought, when they said
he looks like a toucher. He looks like one.
Exactly. When they said he was guilty of this and that, paying like a 14-year-old boy for pictures,
he's like, yeah,
Grace. He looks like it. Like you can see, like when he was in the fucking diner and Howard the Duck sweating and shit, like getting ready to turn. Like I need boys, I need boy wiener, I need boys.
The code key, He's got the code key.
But that's why they're killing him off in Beetlejuice. That's why the cast.
That's why you ain't seen him in another movie since what was last time? Oh, The Devil's Advocate.
Oh, yeah. Dogwood. He was in like 30 episodes of Dogwood. He got work way after that. I'm gonna look that shit up right now too.
That guy, listen, the guy who directed Jeepers Creepers was convicted.
Yeah. Oh man, that's something else. So let me look up Jeffrey Jones real quick. Jeffrey Jones looks like a fucking pervert. He looks like a super, like he would pay folks like, hey, let me borrow your son for a couple of days. Deadwood. He was in Deadwood. Never watched that, but he was in 35 fucking episodes. Jesus
Principal Rudy.
Can you imagine being the goddamn casting director, the person in charge of casting? Like, hey, yeah, we're bringing Jeffrey Jones, and everybody heard the story by now, and they're like, ugh, we gotta work with this motherfucking guy.
Listen, that dude that was on Quiet on the Set, that one guy who was messing with Drake, that dude was that was a bad guy, man. He was yeah.
That was Brian Peck, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so that was something else that was brought to my attention too, because one of my favorite zombie movies is
he was in that movie.
He played, let's see, his name was Scuzz. Shocker.
Because he is
Scuzz. He was in all kinds of shit. He was in X-Men 2. He was in Holes. Bowie's Holes.
Wow. He was there with Shia LaBeouf. Did it dig hole? Shia LaBeouf.
Who's the awkward-looking black kid in Holes?
I don't know.
You know who I'm talking about. He definitely looks like he's got a coke problem.
I don't remember.
I'll look it up. Sigourney Weaver, Cleo Thomas.
Sigourney Weaver was in Holes?
Yeah. Let's go over the cast of Holes.
I worked at the movies when Holes came out. I didn't even watch that movie not one time.
Oh, shit. Yep, Sigourney Weaver. Come on now. Tim Blake Nelson, who was in Oh Brother, Where Art Thou? What's that cowboy movie he was in? Buggy Scruggs or something like that?
Well, Cowboys and Aliens?
Wow. This homie, hold on a second.
He's in Jeepers Creepers. Meet the Creeper.
No, I pulled that up. Victor Salva was the pervert pedophile you were talking about for Jeepers Creepers.
He's like, You want to be in my movie?
I'm making a movie. It's a semi-biography.
Listen,
Creeper.
no, not even that.
You
Listen, the Vince
be
McMahon. Listen, the
eating.
Vince McMahon Kiss My Ass Club was real, and now we know it was real.
Yeah, dude, Vince McMahon's something else. Well, that's another thing too. Like, do we because they want to erase it was Buster Scruggs I was thinking of. Okay.
But you can't listen. You can't erase Vince McMahon. That means he's on everything. You can't erase Vince McMahon. You
That's what
cannot
I'm saying.
do it.
Like, he was prolific in making the careers of like Hulk Hogan, Stone Cold Steve Austin, The Rock. He created WrestleMania. You know what I
Listen,
mean?
from
They're just
WrestleMania 1 to now.
man. So they were doing the same thing with Chris Benoit though, because they were trying to erase Chris Benoit because he killed his family.
But
Do
the
you think
Chris
that
Benoit,
was do you think that was real? Do you think he was set up, or do you think he really
he,
did it?
he might listen. He might have been. There might be a dark side of the ring on that, brother.
I don't know, man. How? Fuck. Dark Side of the Ring. That's a favorite show of mine. I just wish Vice TV would stop being bitches about the content. I ain't trying
Yeah.
to give you my fucking cable provider and pay more money,
No, you
bitch.
don't pay more money.
They won't. They want my cable. I don't have cable. I just have internet through Xfinity.
But it doesn't matter. Whatever your password is, it'll work. I promise.
You know what? You bullshit me on Scream and on Nightmare on Elm Street.
I
I don't
didn't mean
trust
to bullshit
nothing
you.
you
I wasn't paying attention.
then maybe you're not paying attention about this password shit on Xfinity.
I'm paying
All I
attention on
know,
that shit.
holy shit. So, is there any point at which you would cut off an actress or a musician or an athlete for their sexual misconduct or their conduct in the news? I mean, even OJ Simpson. Like, if I met OJ Simpson, you know,
I'm gonna take a picture with him.
I would take a picture with him. You know what I mean?
Yo,
Like,
they got OJ on. Listen, they got OJ on film.
on film.
They got they got him on. They got him on. They have him. They have him on. He's like a sports correspondent on It Is What It Is.
That's fucked up. So, OJ, if this guy fucking tripped you out on the field, you think you'd kill his wife and her boyfriend? That's fucked up. Oh man. So what's your limit? Where would you draw the line at these actors and musicians and such for what they do that gets picked up on the news? Like Michael Jackson, I'm not sending my kids over there. That's a given. P
But Darius,
Diddy, I don't even like P Diddy. So
but
that's
Darius,
cool.
how do you listen? The thing is, who's clean in Hollywood? No one.
The Boondock Saints are coming back. I heard they're doing a third movie. They're gonna go through Hollywood.
You know, you ever
We're gonna start with this Harvey Weinstein asshole. Fucking peckerhead.
listen? Think about this. I don't know who. Like the thing is, it's like playing fucking Clue. Who's clean? Who's really clean?
I don't trust any of you motherfuckers. Any of y'all at all.
Who's clean?
But that's what I'm saying. I'm like that's I feel like
But
that's the reason you see motherfuckers like Motley Crue, Eminem, all these motherfuckers getting hardcore into drugs and alcohol because something else is going on that we just don't know about yet.
yeah,
All of them.
just like I said, and wrestling is just like entertainment. So that's right there.
Like, you heard the whole Scott Hall story?
Yeah, he
Like, the
killed that
reason
person.
yeah, so he got into a dispute with a guy. The guy pulled the gun on him. It was either him or Scott. And the guy got shot and killed. And he'd been carrying that shit forever. And that's what fucking led him all his drugs and alcohol.
Jake the Snake. His father was a
I
serial
don't even.
pedophile.
Oh man, Grizzly Smith, another prolific, popular wrestler in that era or whatever.
He was a serial pedophile.
His mom hooked up with his mom when she was like 14 or 13. You know what I mean?
Because he married because he was dating his grandmother.
God damn, that's fucked up. I don't even want to know what breakfast and lunch and dinner was like at Grizzly Smith's house, man. That's fucked. But that's what I'm saying. Like, it makes you understand a little bit better why these people are so fucked up and why they turned, why they are the way they are, man. Jesus.
Yeah, man. You got who else?
I don't know.
You got listen, the musicians, like, now that you come to find out, they're like Diddy, take that has a whole new meaning. Like, you're like, bro.
I never liked P. Diddy. I never
listen, the making of the band Chicks that was on MTV, he was pimping them out.
Bro, that's why he had fucking big. That's why he had Notorious B.I.G. killed, because he like walked in on him like, "What's up with this? Why you got a bunch of kids in here, bro?"
He's like,
"I'm gonna take him to the fucking ice cream parlor. It's all good." Take that.
Yeah, just listen to R. Kelly songs. They come listen. They erased R. Kelly because you don't hear none of his music on TV nowhere.
Who wants to hear his music at this point? You know he's been peeing on little girls.
That's like my man said in the Boondocks. You don't get peed on, get the hell out the way.
What's that? What is it that the interview guy had said to P. Diddy, like, about being with teenage girls? Well, how old are we talking about?
Yeah, he said, how old? Yeah, he's like, how old are we talking about?
Teenagers. Bro, teenage girls.
Bro, he's about that. He's about that life.
Ew.
Listen, man. So even in wrestling, you remember they was on Donahue. You remember that? They was on Donahue because the dudes molesting ring boys.
He said Donahue. That's old as fuck. I don't even know if Phil Donahue is still alive or not.
You can pull that up on YouTube right now. That dude, Lord Alfred Hayes,
Pat Patterson.
Lord Alfred Hayes, Pat Patterson, that dude got Phillips or whatever. They was doing some real. They was messing with ring boys.
I've heard a lot of sketchy shit about Pat Patterson.
Lord Alfred Hayes, that English dude.
Yeah.
Roddy Piper said he held his dick. He put his dick in his hand.
But I'm saying we still haven't come to a consensus. At what point do you cut these motherfuckers off? Like, if, like we said, your favorite movie, right? At what point does this motherfucker do something and you're like, I ain't watching his shit no more? I'm not about it. I ain't with it no more.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Like, I don't listen.
Like I said, with Michael Jackson, just not gonna fucking send my kids over there. You can't deny that Billie Jean and Bad and Do You Remember the Time and all those songs, they aren't still fire. You can't deny it. But I'm just not gonna go. Y'all can't
drop your kids off
that house
at Neverland.
Y'all can't trick or treat over there. That's it. You can go over here. The pedophile fucking priest over here. And all the sketchy touches over here, but don't go to that house right there.
Don't go over your.
It's got all kinds of music and lights and shit like that, but don't go over there.
And it got animals with Ferris wheels. How you gonna be a pedophile with a Ferris wheel? I don't understand.
All right, so how do you feel about the whole thing? Like Michael Jackson was just trying to relive his childhood because he never had one.
I can relive my childhood with other adults. I don't need no kids. It's like
well, I mean, you got Joe Jackson beating your fucking ass because you don't take out the garbage.
Listen, he need to man the fuck up. I'd have told Joe straight up to his face. You whoop my
Oh
ass one more time, Joe. And then Jermaine's gonna be fucking singing lead. I explain that shit.
He said, I'm gonna tell him straight the fuck up, bro. Look.
You hit me one more motherfucking time, and Jermaine's gonna be singing lead.
Oh man, that's fucking awesome. All right, so are we talking about like the real Joe Jackson, or are we talking about the guy that played him in that movie, Lawrence Hilton Jacobs?
Listen, the real Joe
Because he was kind of a
Jackson.
scary motherfucker.
Listen, the real Joe Jackson. If you listen to watch that behind the music, the real Joe Jackson.
Come here.
Who let down swimming pool? You gonna get it?
Who touched my guitar?
Whoop your ass.
Oh damn.
But listen. Diddy, R. Kelly, even Bill Cosby. The dude, like, this dude was talking about like this. He's like, listen, he's like on American Horror Story. You see the kid, like Bill Cosby reminds me of that guy on American Horror Story. Looks all cool, and he's back there like he got people in the basement.
Hey, wait till they taste my barbecue sauce.
Barbecue
sauce. It makes them feel all willy nilly. They get to sleeping and touching themselves.
He's like, wait,
barbecue sauce.
He's like, wait. Hey, you want some of this? You want some of this Jello pudding?
All right. So fuck all those allegations on Bill Cosby. I will never forgive him for two reasons: Leonard Part 6 and Ghost Dad.
Yo, Leonard Part. Leonard Part 6 was actually a good, but I never remember Leonard Part 1.
1 through 5. He didn't make them. That's what never made sense. Even as a kid, I'm like, where are the other movies at? Leonard Part 6. This is dumb as hell. Oh man, you can't eat hot dogs. I'm the fuck out of here, bro.
Yeah.
Jesus.
I'll never. Yeah, you're right. Leonard Part 6 and Ghost Dad. Yeah. Ghost Dad.
Why didn't Bill Cosby touch who's that motherfucker? Omar Gooding. Why didn't he touch Omar Gooding? He would have.
Oh, he wasn't Ghost Dad.
He would have prevented him from being in Wild Crazy Kids and then going on to fucking being Baby Boy, where he's a hard gangster. Like we forgot about Wild and Crazy Kids. Get the fuck out of here.
You ain't gangster. He's like, get out of here.
Jody. He was like, man, you gonna tell me that motherfucker's face is harder than your fist? Come on, motherfucker, man, the fuck up. You got heart. Yo,
that dude, he was the man. He was Papa Doc. He like, bro, you're faking.
Ghost Dad fucked him up for life. Man, I can't go nowhere without somebody running up with me and giving me a picture of Ghost Dad. Man, I've done all this stuff, I got a Wild and Crazy Kids t-shirt on, dog. Ask me about that show.
Cuban Gooding, you was on Nickelodeon. Yeah, he was on Nickelodeon. He probably took some hush money. Like Nick Cannon. Yeah. Nick Cannon. That's why Nick Cannon got 12 kids. That's trauma.
Nobody touched them fucking Canadian kids back in the 80s. Like
they did.
You can't do that on television.
Salute my shorts. He was in there. Ooh. Donkey Lips. He's in there touching Donkey Lips. And
fucking do not disrespect motherfucking Donkey Lips. He's my Facebook friend.
Is he?
He is my fucking Facebook friend. I was trying to get him on the podcast.
Donkey Lips, that was my guy.
Dog, you were just talking shit. Don't fucking don't be like he was my guy. No, you were just talking shit.
I was not talking shit. Donkey Lips.
Talking shit.
Donkey Lips.
So Donkey Lips was the one that got it, huh?
No, I don't think he's the one who got it. But hey, it could happen.
Now you're
talking. It could happen. It could happen.
There was other actors on that show. What about Danny Cooksey? Danny Cooksey got touched on fucking
that's that redhead kid.
What you talking about, Willis? On Different Strokes.
Oh, you talking about that white man? He do look like a toucher though. He got the comb over his side and he's like, hey, why don't you come up? He's like, can I see you in my Yeah.
Didn't he play Dudley on that show? Yeah, he got touched.
Did he?
Yeah.
The redhead kid?
Go back.
Salute my shorts, ugly.
Bro. All
right. Yo, I want to ask your boy about the awful waffle. You ever did the awful waffle?
I don't know what an awful waffle is.
I don't know either.
You ain't gonna fuck up waffles for this fat kid. Get the fuck out of
Oh,
here.
hey
Look at
dude.
this.
Hey
Look,
dude.
no. Look at this. I want to show you this. Look at this. Hey Bauer, Michael Bauer. That's my motherfucking dude.
Michael
He's
Bauer.
such a nice fucking guy. Don't be talking shit
Look at
about
all
Michael
them.
Bauer.
Look at all them all that kids he got on his page. I'm playing.
Man, you're gonna get me fucked up. Hell yeah. Michael Bauer. I want to play you a fucking clip from Michael Bauer. Check this shit out. Hold up.
Okay.
Play it.
Darius, thank you, brother. I appreciate that, man. Thank you for being so kind to me all these years. You're awesome as well, brother.
Yeah, see, motherfucker, that's my friend. That's
That's your
my
friend.
friend. Don't be talking shit about donkey lips.
You be
Michael Bauer.
saluting donkey
You
lips and
salute
shorts.
Michael Bauer. Fuck all them other kids. Michael Bauer's the shit.
I know he's a comedian though.
Yeah, he's a funny motherfucker. But man, we've been doing this for an hour. That's crazy. All right, so we're gonna get the fuck out of here, man. I'm working on an episode for Grand Theft Auto Vice City. If you want to hop on, give your insight.
I will.
Or San Andreas. I think we could talk shit about San Andreas more than Vice City because I love Vice City.
Vice City's pretty cool.
I hated San Andreas. I fucking hated that.
Why'd you hate San Andreas?
Because they were all black.
Yeah. You hate the.
I don't think there was any white people in
hate them moon crickets, the Mississippi wind chimes.
There was a lot to hate about that fucking game. They introduced the eating, the working out. You had to ride a goddamn bike through the fucking hood. That was bullshit. That remote control helicopter mission. Ugh. I didn't finish that game for over 2 years because of that fucking mission. Fuck that game.
I never understood. Like, I played Grand Theft Auto, but I don't understand how y'all got that into Grand Theft Auto. I understand Red Dead Redemption. I even understand Bully. I understand.
What's wrong with Grand Theft Auto? It was the whole fact that you could deal drugs, you could steal cars. It was a little bit of the whole prostitute thing that got old really quick.
Yeah, of course it did.
Even
Manhunt, that's a Rockstar game.
Ooh, yeah, Manhunt was my shit. That was
L.A. Noire.
I didn't give L.A. Noire much. It was really slow. I played that for about a minute, and I was like, yeah, I don't like this game. Fuck this. But Manhunt, we can talk about Manhunt too. Manhunt. We can talk about Manhunt. We can't talk about Manhunt 2. Manhunt 2 was garbage.
It was hot garbage.
Absolute garbage. We didn't think we were going to get a Manhunt 2.
Yeah, because Manhunt 1 was so good. Max Payne, they coming back out with Max Payne. They get a Red Dead Redemption
game
3. Yeah.
Dang. All right. I know that movie was bullshit. That movie
most of Mark Wahlberg's movies are bullshit.
Let me in the fucking house. All right, man. Thanks for popping on. I'll catch you next time. I'll let you know about this Grand Theft Auto shit. Get the fuck out of here. All right, so that's about it. I appreciate everybody tuning in. This is a freebie to kind of get you guys into the Patreon game. So go to patreon.com, search up the podcast of Payne, and for as little as $1, you can get this extra, which, look at that, man. Look at the time. Look at the time. Look at the time. Almost an hour of extra content talking about a topic, and who knows what the next topic's going to be. I don't know. This was kind of like a Dear Diary type of situation. It was something on my noggin, and I wanted to get it out and talk and get another opinion. So, in the comments on the Patreon or on the Podcast of Payne Facebook page, let me know, man, where is your line drawn in regards to this Hollywood bullshit where you got sexual predators or inappropriate contact or misconduct? where do you guys draw the line? You know, we all have had experience, unless you've been living under a rock, unless you're under the age of 25 or 30 years old. Michael Jackson, Mike Tyson, Charlie Sheen, Kevin Spacey, the Coreys, and now this new documentary, this docu-series, Quiet on the Set. What you know from all that, man, where do you draw that line where you no longer support an artist or a movie or a project or an album because of somebody else and their extracurricular activities? I don't know. Still working on some t-shirts. That's really all I got, y'all. So be excellent to each other. That's not really the thing for the. I need to come up with a new catchphrase for the House of Payne. But until then, be excellent to each other. Make sure your name's on your fucking mailbox, or I'm fucking sending your mail back. You ain't getting your goddamn tax checks if your name ain't on the box. Calmer than you are. See you guys next time. Still calm.